In the Magic Kingdom, you can't help but notice the white futuristic space-themed show building that houses Space Mountain. Situated in the back of Tomorrowland, this indoor dual-track steel roller coaster opened on January 15, 1975. The show building is home to two identical tracks, Alpha and Omega, with both offering the exact same experience where you'll reach speeds of up to 28 miles per hour. Once you're seated in your rocket ship, you approach a lighted tunnel as you leave the loading platform, then head up the lift hill. These are going to be the only sections of the ride where there's light, then the rest takes place in complete darkness. It's an exhilarating 2 minutes and 30 seconds of unexpected twists and turns through the dark. You honestly never know which direction you'll be moving in next, and after the ride's done, you'll want to ride again, so you definitely don't want to miss Space Mountain. Taking things back into Magic Kingdom, we'll head into Fantasyland where you can dig your way through the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. This attraction opened on May 28, 2014, completing the new Fantasyland expansion. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is a roller coaster dark ride hybrid that offers both a thrill and a chill. The coaster's ride vehicle is a tilting vehicle that simulates the swaying and tipping you might expect to feel in a real minecart. The speed on the ride varies quite a bit while you travel both indoors and outdoors, reaching a speed of up to 34 miles per hour. You'll definitely feel the rush as you head down the largest drop on the coaster. It happens just after you pass through the slower-paced dark ride section. Now, this part of the attraction is also unique since it features 7 state-of-the-art animatronics. We actually covered these figures in last week's video, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Now, the ride is very smooth, and although it does travel at speeds of up to 34 miles per hour, it definitely doesn't feel that fast. The ride is a fair length, coming in around 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but you do spend just over a minute in the dark ride portion and going up the second lift hill. Like we said before, it's a great mix of a thrill and chill experience. But if you're looking for a ride that takes the thrill to the next level, there's gonna be others on this list you'll definitely want to check out. Staying in Magic Kingdom, we'll head to the back of the park towards Frontierland. As you step further into the land, you can't help but notice the 197-foot butte set in the Monument Valley and home to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Opening on November 15th, 1980, Big Thunder Mountain became the second roller coaster at Magic Kingdom. As you step into your train in the enclosed loading station, you're about to embark on the wildest ride in the wilderness! Reaching speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, Big Thunder Mountain takes you up 2 lift hills, down multiple drops, taking twists and turns through the town of Tumbleweed, passing by many animal animatronics, on your way through this runaway train ride. The ride is more exciting in the back, so if you're looking for that extra thrill, definitely ask a cast member for the back of the train. Now, Big Thunder Mountain not only offers a thrill, but it also offers a great view of the fireworks if you ride at night during the show. It's a perfect, thrilling experience with that extra bit of Disney magic. Let's switch gears and head on over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, where the Hollywood Tower Hotel is home to the next attraction going up on our list. Strategically placed at the tip of Sunset Boulevard behind the rows of palm trees is the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Arguably one of the most popular thrill rides at the resort, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror offers you a fully immersive experience into the Twilight Zone. Set in an abandoned 1930s-era Hollywood hotel, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror takes guests into the fifth dimension on
the maintenance service elevator, still in operation, waiting for you.
Make sure you're strapped in because this elevator is unlike any other you've experienced. The elevator drops you 130 feet at speeds of up to 39 miles per hour. Not only do you get a thrilling experience, but you also get a great bird's-eye view of the park. Now, this isn't your typical free-fall attraction. Imagineers designed cables at the bottom of the elevator that actually pull you down at speeds that are faster than the normal free-fall speed for those vehicles. The Tower of Terror also uses randomized drop patterns that offer a variation of drops and lifts of various distances and at different intervals. The entire ride lasts about 3 minutes, so get ready to scream because you'll never know what kind of drops to expect on the Tower of Terror. On April 7th, 2006, at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Expedition Everest Legend of the Forbidden Mountain opened at the theme park. It went on record in 2011 as being the most expensive roller coaster ever built in the world. Once you board your train, you begin a speedy journey through the Himalayas to the base of Mount Everest, where you then begin your descent up this 118-foot lift hill. Reaching speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, this roller coaster has everything from twists and turns through caves to a set of broken rail tracks when your ride comes to a halt, forcing you to roll back. This backward section is fast and will get your adrenaline running. It truly feels like you're on a wild run to avoid the Yeti. Now, Disney uses the broken rail tracks as well as the projected Yeti as ways to distract riders from the track switch that's happening beneath you. This allows for a seamless switch that keeps the thrill alive. The main drop happens just after the projection scene, and when you're on the run, don't forget to keep an eye out for that Disco Yeti. Maybe one day he'll get fixed so we can stop calling him that. Expedition Everest is an immersive, thrilling experience that will definitely leave you wanting more. At Hollywood Studios off Sunset Boulevard, you can follow the head of this guitar until you find your way to G-Force Records, the home of Rock 'n' Roller Coaster. It's an enclosed launch steel coaster that opened on July 28, 1999, and has become a very popular ride at the resort. The anticipation builds as you're waiting for the coaster's launch. Being the second fastest ride at Walt Disney World, Rock 'n' Roller Coaster takes you from 0 to 57 miles per hour in a mere 2.8 seconds. Now, Disney actually advertises this ride as going from 0 to 60 miles per hour, so they round up a little bit. Now, this is also the only roller coaster on Walt Disney World property that goes upside down. While you're rocking to the beat of this Aerosmith soundtrack, there's 3 inversions on the ride, 2 rollover loops that happen just after the launch, and 1 corkscrew near the end. As you're speeding past neon road signs, like Space Mountain, most of Rock 'n' Roller Coaster takes place in complete darkness, which adds to the thrill. The ride lasts only 1 minute and 22 seconds, but short ride times are typical with launch coasters. Not only does the attraction offer you a thrilling ride, but the 3-minute pre-show and the detailed queue are all part of the whole Rock 'n' Roller Coaster experience through G-Force Records. Heading back over to Epcot, get ready to prepare for liftoff as we head on soaring around the world in the Land Pavilion. This has become one of the highlight attractions at Walt Disney World, and it offers a pretty unique experience. After your hang glider is raised 40 feet in the air, you're taking over breathtaking landscapes around the world. This is one of those jaw-dropping experiences where you sway in the wind, smell the scents of the world, feel the wind in your hair, and get to listen to an iconic score as you head on this scenic journey. It really feels like you're flying. Now, this is one of those times where a Disney ride is less about a story and more about an experience. And it's not every day you get to fly over the world, right? Video doesn't do this ride justice, but when you step into the show building to see this 80-foot IMAX projection dome, you know you're in for a special experience. Avatar Flight of Passage in Pandora at Animal Kingdom is a great example of how to use 3D augmented reality on a ride the right way. This flying simulator attraction allows guests to ride on the back of a Banshee and soar across the landscape of Pandora. Think of it as a cross between a more intense soaring with the movement of Star Tours, only you're riding on your own individual vehicle. It actually allows you to feel the Banshee breathing against your legs. It's really cool. Flight of Passage is the newest ride on the list, and this highly immersive and thrilling experience begins right in the queue. There's a lot of detail from the outside of the mountain into the bioluminescent forest, and past the indoor lab with the floating animatronic. The lab's so detailed that it could very well be its own walkthrough attraction. The pre-show does a great job of explaining the story.
We're here in the Valley of Moara studying banshees and their environment.
With permission from the Na'vi and in partnership with Alpha Centauri Expeditions, we can now bring this amazing experience to you.
And this is what allows you to experience the beauty of this lush landscape. You even get to smell the scents of Pandora. Flight of Passage offers a breathtaking experience and is an excellent example of modern Disney storytelling. Closing the list off, we'll head back over to Magic Kingdom, where it's a zippity-doo-dah day on Splash Mountain. Sure, your log plunges down Chickapin Hill at 40 miles per hour, but that's just one element that makes this the best ride at Walt Disney World. At the heart, Splash Mountain is a classic Disney dark ride that features 69 audio animatronics telling the story of Brer Rabbit's adventures to find his laughing place. Before you even enter the dark ride scenes, the outside sections of the ride help establish the world of the Brer characters. Once you're inside, the sets are vibrant and there's many catchy songs that help tell the story. But this is one Disney ride that specifically has a clear beginning, middle, and end while following a singular character. Brer Rabbit starts his journey, leaves home, gets into some trouble on the way, but he's able to make it through it alright. It's one of the longer rides on the list, with a ride time of just over 10 minutes. And there's really nothing like that grand finale scene with all the animatronics celebrating Brer Rabbit's return home. And there's many opportunities where you might get a little wet. Splash Mountain is the perfect blend of every element you could want in a ride. And that's why it's the best ride at Walt Disney World.